Since since 0000, no contact with HQ, no radio, respond with orders ASAP. Battery here still intact, 0400 hours, contract with approximately 2 platoons of Forscrum. Village secured 0130 hours, enemy remnants further southeast, my strength 20 men, 4 enemy MGs, 600 hours, enemy contact from every direction, approximately 2 platoons of Falschrim with tanks. Now we gotta drive through the rest of these guys. This is another level that's horrible on... Actually, pretty much all the levels are horrible, with infinite enemy respawns on veteran and hardened difficulty, which is glad that... I don't know how I I did a playthrough of this on the hardest difficulty of the whole game, and that was hell, especially the Russian level, which is the best level in the whole game. I can't lie, but it was hell. It was hell. Let's do a drive-by with some grenades, that's going to be pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the level at the end of COD 4, where you had to shoot across out of the truck and kill the guys. They actually they reused a lot of stuff from this. You know Carentan, well, you all know Chinatown from COD 4. That's actually a perfect remake of Carentan from this game, this original game. Wasteland is also remade a COD 1 map remake. Some people think it's COD 2. Well, what they kind of did was they remade COD 1 map MP Brecourt, and they remade that into, I don't know what they called it in COD 2, and that was a slight difference. They actually changed. It wasn't a perfect, you know, overhaul. They updated some tunnel stuff, but that was pretty much it. And then they ported that straight into Modern Warfare 2. So the map's been remade twice, and this is the original. This is where it came from. And it's a good map. I mean, it's not as good on the first one because it's not. I think if I bring you some multiplayer footage from it, you'll understand why I say it's not as good. But it is not as good. The tunnels aren't all interconnected, so you can't pass underground like you could. And there's a lot of bushes and trees and things, which makes, you know, the long sight lines not as good. And you can actually, you know, run almost straight into people because of some of the trees and bushes in that level, which is kind of can end up with some pretty funny moments, but can also be pretty. Oh shit! There's a tank. Come on! Look. It can be pretty comic. Because of all this game's fails, it can be a very funny game. If there's like some kind of odd glitches, it can be very funny. That's one great reason to play this game, is because it's not a perfect game. It's been patched like a few times, but for some reason I haven't been able to install the patch on this machine. But why the fuck is that tank not shooting at us? Like, we are right in front of it, and I stood there for like 5 seconds, yet the tank did not shoot at me. Oh well. This game is not perfect. I feel like the Germans are super tough on this as well. I don't know what you guys think. All I know is I'm getting some major frame rate lag right now. 3 FPS, 1 FPS. Alright, we'll try and overcome this. I'm just going to go stand in a corner until my FPS gets back up. Okay, that's better. It does that sometimes if my computer's doing stuff, which it isn't right now, funnily enough. But, indeed, stuff happens, and we must overcome. I've got a terrible PC, by the way. I can run this game at maybe 30 FPS online if I'm not recording. But if I am, then 14 FPS for days, bruh. And hopefully if I end up getting enough money, I'll buy myself a nice, sexy 1,000 quid PC. I've got my eye on it. But right now I have like 50 quid because I had to buy a new mic. Because my old one, my Rock Band mic, you couldn't really do live comms on it because it was kind of hard to explain, but you couldn't do live comms on it because you had to be right next to your mouth for it to. Oh crap! Get in. There we are. And my Turtle Beach headset, which would be perfect because it actually sits on my head, has a thing called mic monitoring, which means that everything that you say is repeated back to you at a really low volume, or not at a low volume, at the same volume as the volume you're speaking, so it doesn't end up, so you don't end up speaking really loud right to everyone, like in your party and stuff, if you're trying to be a little more quiet. But unfortunately, that mixes the audio with fraps, and it turns it into this horrible mess where you get neither a good game audio or a good commentary audio, which it's just not good. But I love this new Blue Snowball. It's got ridiculously good quality. All you do need to do is turn it up a little bit though, because it's about 30 centimeters from my face right now, because if I was talking to it really close it would be really awkward. So you have to turn it up a little bit. But apart from that, it's fantastic. It records everything. Like, I was recording something a few days ago. I was on Skype, and my cat was in my room, meowing. And the guy I was talking to on Skype said that they could hear my cat meowing, and I was like, wow. Maybe I'll do a dual com with my cat. Sounds good. That's not how you spell shepherd. Shepherd.
What the hell else?
Alright. And level 5. I have never made but one prayer to God, a very short one. O Lord, make my previous enemies ridiculous. And God granted it. That's a nice Easter saying.